welcome back to another episode of Am I Going to Get Canceled for This? This is episode 9, and I'm your host, Gwen.
And I'm your host, Lynn.
Now, remember, this show is for the grown and sexy, so 18 and up only, but we're going to get right into it, y'all, because we've got a lot of stuff on our ear hustling plate, and we're starting off with UFOs and shit. Yeah.
Oh,
In a recent hearing that happened last week, former Air Force intelligence officer David Grush let us know that we are not alone. Yeah, they're here, y'all. They're here.
They've always been here.
They've always been here, and he just came here to confirm it for y'all. He stated that the U.S. is allegedly in possession of a non-human biologics. Now, I don't know I had to Google what the a non-human biologics. I'm
Alien.
Like, what exactly are you trying to say? Like, what is that? What's the layman term for that?
Alien.
So non-human biologics, and these biologics came from a crashed craft in Florida. Now, y'all know I'm gonna stop y'all right there because I gotta ask, what the fuck are y'all doing in Florida? Aren't y'all looking for an intelligent life form? What are you doing in Florida? Why, of all the places that you could be, why are you there? Now, it is alleged that the military has a crash retrieval and a reverse engineering program for this ET, and is also alleged that the government has known about unidentified aerial phenomenon, or UAPs, since the 1930s. Now, Lynn, I'm a believer, I guess. I've never had any sightings per se, but I feel like I'm just smart enough to know that, like, we're not the only intelligent life forms here. Especially in this dimension. So what are your thoughts? Are you an X-Files fan? Are you a UFO type person? Any encounters that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I've been in multiple contacts with extraterrestrial life. And I mean it. I've seen aliens multiple times. I have seen so many fucking aliens. They should have just had me testify because I've seen them. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not talking about my exes.
We're going to catch you in court next week.
Yes, what I've seen. I know, I'm not joking. I feel like that, like I said, is it Randy Quaid in Independence Day when he was trying to warn people and tell them that aliens are real? Like, you guys, I literally got into a fight with an alien, so I know that they're real. I swear their eyes change color, and it was pre me hitting them. Their eyes change color. Aliens are walking among us. Mark my words.
Were you high?
No, I was like 15. I wasn't getting high then.
Okay.
I was high on life then. No, but I've seen stuff in the sky. Like, I've seen everything.
But like the eyes changed colors and then what?
No, it freaked me out. Like, I'm not like, see, look, watch. There's going to be eye changing color aliens starting to show themselves, and people are going to be like, oh, we've known about them forever. I'm telling you. I saw a person's eyes change literally mid-sentence, and it was the most terrifying thing that has ever occurred to me. Mm-hmm. And I've also seen stuff in the sky.
What'd you see in the sky?
Like, it looked like a star, but it was just like, it moved like in a zigzag. Stars don't move in a zigzag.
Yeah, maybe I've seen something like that in the sky out here in LA. And I feel like whenever that stuff pops up, or we see some videos on like TikTok or Instagram or something, there's always some kind of excuse or, some explanation as to why that's happening that way, or what we're actually seeing, or maybe It's just like CGI.
No.
But yeah, I feel like it's so interesting that, like, finally at this point, they've been denying this shit for such a long time. So for them to come out of the woodwork now talking about we found UAPs, some shit's about to be going down here on Earth. Like, something's happening in the government. Something is caught on fire. This is like we've reached some inexplicable code that's within the government ranks that they're like, all right, time to finally let them know so we can let this other stuff slide under the radar, because so random.
I don't think it is. I think this has been, Area 51. This stuff has been known for a very long time. I think that the government
now
because they can't cover that shit up anymore. People are getting too inquisitive and too, ideal-minded or non-ideal-minded to actually figure out what's really going on. I think there's more shit out there, and we're about to see it. Just wait.
Well, shouts out to David for letting us know about that. If you have any tips and tricks of like what to do if we should come in contact with aliens, or if we
already know.
See a UFO. Oh God.
Just follow my advice, guys.
Which is
run.
Oh, touche. I mean, in the meantime and in between time, if there's any extraterrestrials listening to our podcast, send nudes.
No, that is one pen I don't. That shit will like have arms, legs, teeth. It would be terrifying. Pass on it.
Teeth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, now that you say all that, I'm kind of interested to see what it looks like.
Don't
Maybe
watch.
they just don't even have sex the same way that we have sex. Maybe it's just like some mind fuck type shit. Like we just
Oh my God,
wouldn't even
no.
understand.
Beep 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 beep. Is that for communicating?
To all our extraterrestrial listeners, beep boop beep bop. Meep 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 mop. Thanks so much for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Our whole shit gets shut down tomorrow because you probably cursed him out in Alien.
Right. No disrespect. I would just like to say to like whoever's in charge, like, please don't fuck with me. Please don't. I don't know what I just said. Please don't come for me. Don't come to my house. Don't let me see you. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no beef. Go visit Lynn.
I've seen enough of y'all. Don't come to me.
Don't come to me. Now we're moving on from this interesting extraterrestrial behavior and moving on to some interesting behavior, or maybe not so interesting, because we've seen it time and time again from Ariana Grande. Lynn, get us up to speed of what's going on with Ariana's ex and her next.
Okay, so Ariana and Taylor Swift are basically what and what with going after these taken musicians and actors that they mysteriously meet under strange circumstances and then they fall in love. So Ariana Grande, as we know, she started on the show called Victorious, which was an amazing show on Nickelodeon. And she was playing like this bobble-headed, bimbo, essentially. But she had her same voice. Yeah, well, am I too far off? So basically,
no comment.
And what if Ariana's an alien and we talking shit? Wait, scratch.
She's about to come for your ass.
Anywhoosies, I like to take risks. So here we go. So Ariana is no stranger to controversy and being the apparent catalyst in the breakup with Big Sean and the late and great Naya Riviera. Oh, God rest her soul, Naya. So basically, yeah. So what happened? Listen to this messy shit. So with Naya and Big Sean, they were, like I think months away from their marriage. Like they're months away from their wedding. Yes. They were engaged at the time.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think Big Sean like went on tour, I believe, and like basically was kind of being distant with Naya. And this is all detailed in her book, being very distant. One night he even told her, don't come over. So she has the key to his house. She comes over to his house and sees what she describes as a little girl sitting on the chair with her legs crossed, listening to music. And she was like, I won't say names, but it rhymes with Shmariana Grande. So we
not
can
a little girl. She came in with that extra shade.
Well, I mean, what she probably had on some Mary Janes and some like those socks with the ruffles that you used to wear to church. Like that's how Ariana Grande out here dressing, thinking she's like, like an anime star or some shit. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
I want to be Harajuku girl. Anyhow. So yeah, so basically she did this once with Naya, then she did it again with Larry David's daughter, Cassie David, who was dating Pete Davidson at the time. So I guess Ariana got close with Pete Davidson. And Cassie David found out mid-flight with her dad. She bust out crying. Yeah, her dad was consoling her. I know it's so hard to picture LD being consoling, but my man Larry David.
Not you trying to throw out initials like you know him.
I do know. Barney's New York. Him and I were in the elevator together. Hey, Larry David, love you. Anyhow,
we know you're listening.
We know you're. He's a huge fan.
Big fan.
So yeah, Ariana did the same shit when she like Pete Davidson was a Cassie David. Same thing with Big Sean, and now the same thing with Ethan Slater, who is her new boo, who apparently just recently got divorced, or the divorce was actually pushed because they came out with their little affair.
Just filed. Yeah. Like I feel like he just filed. I don't even know that they're officially divorced as of yet.
No, I think she filed when she saw the affair leaked. And this is her co-star on the show Wicked. So she's yes. That's what I said. Okay. She has an MO. She definitely has an MO for how she is, collecting her rings.
So messy. Yeah. Super messy. I mean, I'm so confused. When I saw that she was breaking up with her, I guess, soon to be ex-husband, Dalton Gomez, I'm like, oh, he's so cute. Like, they seem like a nice, cute couple. The pair just kind of fit. Girl, I saw these pictures of Ethan Slater and I was like, who in the fuck? What in the Lord of the Rings is happening? Like, what are you doing?
He looks like
I guess
Howdy
we
Doody.
could all see, like, Pete Davidson definitely has some like BDE, something going on, but that's rough. That's rough. How you go from Dalton to Ethan?
Well, I didn't think any of her boos are cute. Like, she's never pulled a dude I was like, oh my God, you pulled him. Like, I feel like if she was pulling, like, you know, she like, look at her track record. None of her guys have been like that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're kind of like these C-list guys that she, except for Mac Miller, obviously, but I feel like she probably would have done the same crap to him that she's done to like all her other guys.
Oof. And that's tough. And then Ethan's wife, she's pregnant.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's why I said, like, she just, her and Taylor Swift, I'm telling you, these, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. But, you know, have you noticed they never get called thoughts or hoes?
Who's not getting called thoughts or hoes?
Ariana and Taylor. They never, like, if this was like some chick with melanin, what do you think would be happening?
I feel like we have to take that for like women's empowerment. Like, there's certain things that we just have to take as like W.
This is a win for all.
So this is a like, win. They run so we can crawl. They run so we can crawl because this shit is messy. Now, Ethan Slater's wife or soon to be ex-wife is Lily J. So Lily J is pregnant. You know, all of this stuff is happening while she's pregnant. And I think she was going on to be quoted saying that Ariana Grande is not a girl's girl. No. And obviously is like quite overwhelmed with the situation. Like, it's so messy. Yeah. And it's one thing if it's just like, you know, once or twice. But this, I mean, it's one thing if it's once, 2 times, can't get fooled again. Okay?
Well, yeah, you better quote George W. Bush, right?
Fool me, can't get fooled again.
You ain't gonna fool me again.
The fact of the matter is, slow down, bitch. Like, what are you doing?
She's trying to, what's that song? She want it, she got it. So that's what she's doing. If she wants it, she gets it. Which I mean, you got to commend that at the end of the day. If you want it, you get it.
Yeah, but then even if it's like, this will show you how like what kind of fans we are of Ariana's. Like, my husband saw this and he was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, bro, I was singing one of her lyrics like, break up with your girlfriend because I'm bored. Like, that's what she's out here singing about. Like, this is what it is. She let you know.
She ain't hiding it. But
I mean, but just go on to something a little bit more elevated than Ethan Slater. But
is she elevated? That. Is she even elevated?
She's cute. I feel like people were talking about her. She was coming up in like recent news that she looked like she had lost a lot of weight. She looked very, very skinny. And I think that she was talking about, you know, amount of stress and stuff that she was going under. And obviously it's because she was stressed the fuck out from these affairs.
Well, yeah. And
like, she's living a double life. I would be stressed too.
No, I mean, like, let's also not forget her long-standing era of blackfishing for like the first 5 years of her career. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the stress is catching up to her. I'm not a fan of Ariana. I don't like her. It is what it is.
I vibe with her music. She's got some bops.
I have like no songs of Ariana. None.
Oh, girl. Yeah. She can get it. She can get it.
Wait, you would give it to her, like Raven Simone?
Like, I'm gonna give her her flowers.
Can they be dandelions? Can they be dandelions? Because I feel like she doesn't deserve like I'm a Demi Lovato girl. I think Demi Lovato can fucking sing. She can outsing Ariana's Grande.
I couldn't even tell you one Demi Lovato song.
I don't know either, but I saw her like sing like Fetty Wap. Like, she sang Fetty Wap and it sounded like absolutely gorgeous.
All right, touche.
Google it, guys. Yeah, Demi's that girl.
We're gonna move on to our next ear hustling topic from here, and this actually seems like something that Ariana would do based off of her track record. But recently, Ice Spice just sat down with British Vogue and she did a what's in my bag. Upon several things that she pulled out of her bag, like, you know, of course, some lip gloss, some headphones, she pulled out a pair of pink panties. And she said that she always keeps a pair of panties in her bag and all her panties are pink. And I was like, damn, bitch, I wish my panties was all pink. I need to throw my shit away and start over.
How old is she?
Lynn, I want to know if you're keeping panties in your bag. I'm not exactly sure how old she is. Let me look this up really quick to see. But are you keeping panties in your bag?
Why would I have panties in my bag? That's
Girl.
like, what is it for? What is that a signal of?
Okay, so Ice Spice is 23 years old.
Okay.
So yeah, she's out here.
With panties.
She's living her best life. She's out here in these streets and in these sheets, apparently, because when that thing is thanging, when that wop is whopping, maybe you need to change your panties. You scrunching up your face like you ain't never had a hoe bag before. That bag, her purse is basically her hoe bag. And if you don't know, a hoe bag is a bag that you pack that maybe you bring in the house with you. Maybe you leave it in your car if you want to be discreet. But it's like if you're going someplace and you're about to bust it down low, or you're going to be spending the night at a guy's place and you want to make sure that you're waking up and smelling good and looking good the following day, you pack your little hoe bag, keep your essentials in there, maybe an extra pair of panties, maybe a little bit of makeup, perhaps a little scarf to wrap your hair, a comb, some edge control, what have you. I'm not mad at Ice Spice having panties in her bag. I do not keep panties in my bag. Now I'm feeling like I should, but I'm also that type bitch that'll just like free ball it.
I don't get the whole point of taking panties in a bag. So I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand.
They were clean. She should have. That was nice.
But I mean, like, why did she? What do you like? Is it for in case you get jiggy? And you got to. Why are you getting jiggy on the exterior of your home? Is my question. That's why I said, baby, my panties like to stay in a panty drawer. That's why it's called a panty drawer. So they stay there. I'm not gonna put them in my purse.
Are you a member of the WAP community? Because if you were, perhaps you would understand that sometimes that thing just does what it does, okay? As the regional chapter member of Los Angeles WAP community.
Then I must be the president.
I would like to advocate. No, you're not. No, you're not. I would like to advocate for all the bitches who are carrying panties in their bags, okay? Because sometimes you just can't control what's happening down there.
But I'm just like... And maybe change your diet. Probiotics maybe an option.
I'm not talking about like the bad kind of stuff. It's just you're just leaking out a little oil spill, if you will.
I cannot do this right now.
And just a reminder for all of my WAP committee members, we're meeting this Wednesday.
I'm done.
So please make sure that you show up and you're bringing stuff that's good.
Obviously, a 6-pack of panties,
pineapple juice, cranberry juice, all of the things that will leave you tasting, smelling great.
For your extra set of panties.
Bring an extra set of panties. I'm not hating on Ice Spice. I'm a big Ice Spice fan.
You have been repping her since episode 1.
Girl, she's hella cute. I feel like she's a fun new rapper that's coming out here. And I'm like, I feel like a lot of new artists that are out right now, it's just like everyone sounds the same. Shit is just dry, so boring. It's super dry. People just like terrible ass content because that's what digestible. The feed is telling you to do. And I feel like Ice Spice has been one of those artists who has just kind of popped up and has really just been in her own lane. She's not out here trying to sound like anyone. She's got her own unique sound, her own unique style. I love what she's doing for the curly hair girls. My husband calls that Mrs. Roper cut. I don't know what that is. That's an old ass reference that I don't quite understand before my time, but I think she's cute. She's got the juice and obviously a juicy little wop down there that she's got to change her panties for. So
yay, you hating, Gwen. I'm not hating. I'm just thinking about what my purse looks like. It's receipts and like, gum, dog toys. Like, so I'm not gonna,
and she's like, her bag looked like nice and cute and whatever, but it was just like a loose pair of panties in there. Maybe it came from like the side pocket. Like, I'm also looking for that to be in like a little baggie or something. Because like anything that's coming up into the close contact with my nether regions, like I'm gonna need for that shit to be like sterile.
Yeah, no, because it'll mess up your pH. Real talk. Like, not even trying to be funny, it will definitely mess up your pH. So I think she needs to be a little bit better with her panty toting. We'll send her some Ziploc bags.
So, I mean, maybe she's just trying to save the environment and use less plastic, which the environment needs all the help it can get.
Okay, Ice Spice, we love you carrying your panties in your purse.
Yeah, be a fan. And I love your all pink panty collection. I'm coming for you on that because you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Love it.
And with that, y'all, we're going into your favorite segment, which is Take My Black Card Back. Now, if you haven't been here before, Take My Black Card Back is where Lynn and I describe things that may not necessarily align with us and our experience within the Black community. And we're going to let you know what those things are. As always, Lynn, you're going first.
All right, take my Black Card back, but I do not use black hair care products at all.
As this bitch sits here with her hair braided the fuck up that she did herself. And this bitch is
That
over
is
here
true.
using Pantene Pro V, not even the black collection. Like
No,
she's
I don't
using
use
the
the
white.
gold one. I don't use the gold one. No, no, I'm not using it.
What are you using?
Can't divulge all my Sikis, but I definitely use
Damn.
I love Davines. And I love sometimes Oribe. That's what I use. I black hair care products have never really worked for me. And I also think that they put unnecessary chemicals in there. Way too many
Definitely.
unnecessary chemicals. Yeah. Like I think just pack them with like alcohol, propylene glycol, things like that. And you don't see that in like non-black hair care products, which is crazy.
You will though, like a lot of like silicone products and all of that kind of stuff that you'll see in the hair care stuff. You're going to get your black card taken because I definitely use black hair care products, but I stay away from all of those things that you're mentioning, like getting those phthalates, those parabens, all of that nasty shit out of your hair care. Women, make sure that you're using clean and organic products. I'm such a champion of this. I've been using like clean organic products over 10 years, did a full revamp of makeup, hair care, body, skincare, all this stuff. And it's so important. You have to do it. Take care of yourself. Be conscious of what you're putting on your skin, your body, whatever. And that's your moment of wellness with Gwen.
I love it.
But you're still getting your black card taken back because there's plenty of black hair care products that don't have all the nasties in it.
And I'm just not using them. I don't care. I'm not using them. Sorry.
It's like if there's a black girl on the front, I'm like, I go hard for my pink lotion. I go hard for my blue magic.
I'm a pass.
And I've adopted that Aussie 3-minute miracle. That's a black hair care product now. It's been adopted to the black community. I'm not using that shit these days, but back in the day, that shit went hard. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. So here's mine. And I feel like this might be take my Afro Latino card back, but I'm not using Fabuloso. I'm not fucking with Mr. Clean. And I am not using Pine Sol, okay? I'm not using any of these products in my household. I'm not breathing in these toxic, nauseous fumes that will get me higher than some Cali weed. I will, however, fucks with some Clorox bleach in the spray form, just like when times get tough. That's the most you're gonna see me. You're gonna see me on that. Otherwise, vinagre, baking soda, okay? I'm out here whipping the pots.
Oh my gosh.
If you know, you know.
I use Miss Myers. I can't hate you on that. I use like Miss Myers stuff and it's like organic, but Fabuloso is right up there with like an aphrodisiac. So you're fucking crazy on that one.
I feel like Victoria's Secret or Bath and Body Works probably sells like a Fabuloso body spray scented.
It's Love Spell. Love Spell and Fabuloso.
Love Spell.
Yeah.
Ew, it really is.
Yeah, but I love both of them. Love Spell and Fabuloso are sisters. One is just sold at a cheaper price, and I'm talking about Love Spell. So,
yikes! All right, what you got, Lynn?
Take my black card back. But I'm going RVing with my parents in Biloxi, Mississippi, and I'm going to love it. Yep, take it back.
I feel like y'all are asking for some trouble fucking around in Biloxi. Like, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I mean, it's like, I'm not going to say it's like all roses and stuff like that, but yeah, I love it. I love RVing.
Definitely ain't no fucking roses in Biloxi.
I mean, there's magnolias, but you know, I mean, I love RV. I love it. I think like it's so much fun. And obviously I love like hanging with my parents, but I think it's a good experience. You meet other RVers.
Okay, wait, first of all, weird for liking to RV, weird for liking to hang out with your parents.
Oh my God. God forbid I have a great relationship with my parents.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You obviously have a lot of fucking unresolved trauma.
Oh my God.
Like, oh, hey guys, can't hang out this weekend. I'm going RVing with my parents. Okay, Rich.
And you know what? That's why I'm fucking mentally sane and why everyone else is mentally insane. I have a great relationship with my parents. We go RVing together. We hang, we chill. I will definitely ditch my friends to hang out with my parents any day of the week. Go get ice cream, go to the movies. That is me all day.
I would just like the little disclaimer. I don't know if you guys listened to episode 8. If you haven't listened to episode 8, go ahead and go back and listen. The amount of times that my husband has called you like certified crazy after listening to episode 8. He's like, oh, Lynn, she crazy. Like, she crazy. She doubled down. Lynn doubled down on crazy in that episode.
I'm mentally stable with relationships, mentally unstable with everything else. Have a great relationship with your parents. Fuck everybody else. Thank you
Fair
for joining
enough,
us.
I guess. Like, touche. That's your moment of maybe she's well, maybe she's not with Lynn.
Maybe she's that girl. That's your moment right there.
Okay. All right. Take my black card back, but I don't listen to gospel music. And this could be part of the reason why I'm afraid to walk into a church, because I may bust into flames at any moment. But it's just not my vibe. Love God, here for all of that. Turn it up for the Lord, our Savior. But you can turn that racket off. It's not for me.
No Kirk Franklin.
No.
Who
Is that
else?
that stomp? Is that like that shit could slide, but like everything else, I'm like, no. The one person that I will, the only gospel that I will listen to is Mariah Carey, but like she's our queen anyway.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, listening to her sing like Fly Like a Bird or Girl, it's like God is speaking through her.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'm not here for it.
Well, same with Lauryn Hill. When she did Sister Act, and she was singing like His Eyes Are on the Sparrow.
Okay.
That was, I cried. I teared up.
Yeah, but I'm still not listening to it. It's not for me. But I do tithe heavy. And by tithing heavy, I asked my mom for some cash so I can put it into the collection plate, because who carries cash these days?
Lord so Jesus. Venmo him. You can Venmo the Lord.
Right. Like set up that Cash App, that Venmo, that PayPal. Like if you really trying to get paid out here in these streets, why are we using these antiquated ways?
Let me scan that barcode behind the pew.
Use the QR code to
Hey, and tithe. That's a good idea. Watch, they're gonna start doing that.
I need to talk to the church about this. Pilgrim's Rest, I'm coming for your financial department. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna have some meetings, we're gonna figure out some new strategies to really get the funding up.
Yes.
And but with that,
I think your black card's more like so taken, I think. Sorry.
No. You tried it though. You're not using black hair care products. You out here shitting on the black hair community. And
pooped. I straight up pooped on it just now.
In the RV, it's the RVing for me. Like, I guess that's cute. Like, this bitch is on the real world road rules challenge with her parents.
Team, we won.
What is that concept? I mean, I wasn't old enough to be watching those shows when they came out and were popular. I'm sure you may have been, but like an RV, the fuck? And is it one of those things that expands out to the side? Like you push a button and it expands out? Or are you in like a real life, like?
No, like a real life RV. Like it's not one of like the pop out, like a slide out, I think it's called. I don't know. We're in just like a legit RV.
I couldn't tell you.
I get miserable though. Don't get me wrong. I have to be extremely inebriated the entire time so I don't feel the uncomfort of that bus bed.
Yeah, you tripping.
Other than that, yeah. Yes.
Okay, so Lynn's canceled. As always, you'll be able to vote. Go ahead and hop in those comments. Let us know who you think is canceled. Obviously, it's Lynn. And from here, guys, we are going on to our canceled and clemency. So we are going to let you guys know who we think should be canceled this week and who we are going to be granting clemency. And I think we might be catching you guys a little off guard with this one today. So I'm going to start us off with our cancellation. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This week, we are canceling Mike Miles in the Houston School District. However, the entire state of Texas can fucking go. Now, Mike Miles is the independent school district superintendent, and this change is coming under his advisement and the new education system reform, which to me sounds like something offered in a prison, which I'm guessing is exactly what they want. Miles was appointed to the role after the Texas Education Agency took over the district in June. They replaced democratically elected school board members and the superintendent with state-appointed individuals. So this is how they got into this mess. Now, the Houston School District will be shutting down 28 school libraries to house students in need of disciplinary actions. Now, these aren't just like normal little chatter in class, but like some of the kids who are like super disruptive and sometimes can derail an entire classroom with some of their behavior. So this is going to be their solution to getting these students out of the classroom so they won't be a distraction to the class. Now, the program is aimed specifically at underperforming schools, and the 28 schools are primarily located in low and middle income areas. However, there are an additional 57 schools that have opted in for this program that are waiting to be evaluated.
Wow.
57 schools that are going to be on the waiting list, and you can opt into this fucking program. Like, the fact that these schools are even choosing to opt into this is beyond me. These programs will be transitioning some of the library spaces into rooms where students can join their classes virtually, while books will still remain on shelves in some, again, emphasis on some locations. Students will only have access to books before or after school hours. We are feeling our kids on so many levels these days. We're literally handing over to them a world that is on fire. We're shoving tablets in their face from the moment that they can open their eyes. We're allowing them on socials too young of an age, and now just not giving a fuck about their education. And this shit started with Florida testing the waters and leading the charge on a ban of African American studies, and a new age spin on slavery where the enslaved people didn't have it that bad and picked up some pretty cool trades. Now, Texas is following suit in an equally dangerous fashion by restricting students' access to books. Books, y'all. Where is LeVar Burton when you need him? There's an old saying that if you want to keep something from a Black person, put it in a book. And it seems that that's what the Houston new education system reform is attempting to do. Now, don't forget that Florida and Texas are actually leading the pack with books that they're banning in schools. So what better way to ensure their students can't read these books by taking away access to their libraries altogether? The education system is currently in a place where it is breeding our youth for futures of imprisonment by implementing some of the same tactics and procedures that are used to subdue and assimilate inmates in our schools. So for that, you guys, we're canceling the fuck out of Mike Miles. I can't believe that this is something that's like, we all saw this headline popping up last week, and it just seems so crazy to me that this is just something that could even be offered as a solution. It just seems like a non-solution, a non-starter, someplace that we don't want to be, but it just goes to show just how fucked up our education system is, and that it's really not about educating our kids and really just prepping them for that school to prison pipeline. Really, really shitty to see.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. I mean, like you said, with the way Florida said that slavery, well, yeah, you know what? I jinxed it when I said Kanye West said slavery was a choice in episode 2. It definitely is mimicking this again because that's what the Florida education system is teaching kids now, that slavery was a choice and they picked up valuable lessons.
Thank you, Kanye, for that tip.
Wow, Kanye.
Florida really appreciates it.
Thanks.
And their not so far away neighbor of Texas is now picking up the slack. Like they're here with it. Now there are 37 states. Missouri, I think South Carolina was another one of the states where they're like banning books and all of that as well. But I definitely see this as like a slippery slope. That's where Texas is going to be starting this trend of now transitioning and transforming libraries into spaces that are essentially just going to be used for disciplining their students.
Mm-hmm. It's easier to send them away than to actually address the root of the problem. So I think that's why, you know, the need and the wait list for this is so magnanimous, I guess you could say, because you also have these teachers who are underpaid who do not feel that they need to intervene in this whole system of trying to be parent and teacher. So yeah. I think that's definitely going to be an appealing factor for the teachers who don't want to actually teach.
They've fired 28 librarians, and they're going to have to go through setting up these libraries, breaking them down, setting them up, fixing them to be rooms and to meet the standards of what it is that they're looking for. Imagine if you just hired an extra person to be a mentor to the students, to have a therapist on staff at school, to have someone who is interested in investing their time versus using your resources in a way that's just really meaningless and not helpful to the students whatsoever. And no, we do not pay our teachers enough money. They are out here doing God's work. It's just really fucked up. I'm sorry for these kids. We're failing our kids. And you know, I feel like a lot of people look at it like this is why they're sending their kids to private school. They're paying, you know, college tuition prices now to send their kids to elementary and middle and high school. And throwing money at the problem as far as putting your kids in a private education is not addressing the problem as a whole, to where your kids are still going to be coming up in a world with, students with kids that just had so much less as far as education is concerned. And, this is the future of our country, and we're taking away their books.
Yeah. And taking away their whole thought process. Now it just becomes anger, violence, and, frustration. So bye, Texas.
Bye, Texas. Fuck you, Mike Miles. We'll leave you with this. Butterfly in the sky.
Oh
I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. Lynn, take it away.
It's reading rainbow.
Oh my goodness, guys. Good luck to y'all. Texas, get the fuck out of here. And now we're moving on to our clemency. Lynn, you were super excited about this clemency for today.
Wait, I was?
Yeah, you were super excited. This was actually your idea.
No, it was not. Let me get this. Yeah. This is a PSA. Anything dealing with the topic she's about to bring up, I have nothing to do with, because I'm a huge stan of said daughter. End of story. Okay. Take it away.
Well, surprise, surprise, y'all. We are granting clemency to Richard Lawson. Can y'all believe that? I can barely believe it myself. We know y'all heard about it this week. Richard Lawson landing himself in some hot water after Tina Knowles Lawson filed for divorce due to irreconcilable differences last week. The couple was married for 8 years, and now we're not quite sure what exactly led to the divorce filing. But as y'all know, the internet does what it does, and they went to work. And soon enough, Richard began trending on Twitter. Oh, wait. It's not Twitter anymore. Now it's just X. So Richard began trending on X, and the internet found that he liked some tweets. I'm going to just say tweets because I don't know what the past tense of an X is. But he liked some tweets on the platform, which was basically just porn. Now, if you don't know, X is the place where you go to find porn or nudes that can't be sourced easily anywhere else. The only reason I ever log on to X these days is to see which celebrity just leaked a dick pic. Now, I'm sure y'all are wondering why we're granting clemency to this old man. Lawson is 76 years old. And I would just like to say that he deserves an award for even knowing how to use his phone, let alone Twitter. And so for that, leave that man alone. He obviously had no idea that his likes were public, and neither did I. So I definitely need to go back after this episode and edit some of my likes before I get myself in trouble. Now, an interview has resurfaced with Tina and Richard from the Black Love series, to where Tina herself states, "Is he perfect? Absolutely not." And well, there you have it. That man just wanted to go sit on the toilet for 45 minutes to an hour, doing what all men do in there, which is watching and liking porn. Tina, it looks like you're going to have to fall in love with yourself again, move to a new city, start over, or just go someplace to live your best life, girl. We hate to see the uncoupling of what we thought was a beautiful Black couple, but girl, if he's giving you a headache like that,
I know, especially
time to let him go.
Your daughter is Beyonce. End of story. Like there's no need to even explain. Like she doesn't even have to show up to divorce court because her daughter is Beyonce. End of story. So
they're just like, oh yes, granted. You didn't like it? No, it's not a problem. We're sorry. We even suggested it. No, it's not even on your record. Yeah. Take it back. Take it back.
Completely expunged. But I can't believe. Yeah, I get why we gave him clemency. I mean, like, you know, his AARP card was probably getting stuck to his wall. But now he's going to have to use it, you know, because he's not Beyonce's stepdaddy anymore. So he's definitely going to have to start pulling his own weight. But
I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one. Richard, we're so sorry for your loss, I guess. But I mean, look, you can now scroll in peace. You don't have to worry about nobody else being up in your business. And I feel like the crazy thing is just like, this isn't it. Like, obviously that's bad for the brand. It's bad for business of like him on here liking porn and all of this stuff on Twitter. But if that's what he's doing in public, imagine what that man is doing in private. I'm like, damn, girl, like Tina, write the book. Let us know. Air his dirty laundry out.
Oh yeah. I would love to see that. But you know, it could be working the antithesis and he airs Beyonce dirty. But I'm sure he has an NDA, 1000%. You know that man got an NDA.
If you listened on the last episode, you know y'all better be signing y'all NDAs too, okay? Don't be out here bogus. Make sure that y'all have your folks signing up these NDAs because you can never be too careful out here.
No, not at all. But yeah, old man, whatever your name is, because you left the Knowles family, welcome to clemency.
But you know what? And just sitting and watching that Black Love interview, like I only saw like the little short clip, what's circulating on Instagram now. But like you can just see from his face and how he's just like showing up in that interview. He's like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I here? Like
it's a Stedman Oprah thing.
He's literally just sitting there kind of being like pet like a dog. Like he's just like, and Tina's just talking away, has so much to say.
I feel like that's Chris and Corey though too. Like Kris Jenner and her little boo Corey.
Yeah. Corey knows what he's doing. I'm not mad at Corey. You better ride that train.
Yeah, I know. He's like,
ride that train.
Ride that
shit into the sunset.
I have no idea what porn is, Chris. No. You're the only.
He's probably. Well, you know how that family does. He's probably got some of Chris's like original like movies that she shot. So he's probably watching the real thing. He doesn't have to go to Pornhub for it. He can watch his lady like yesteryear porns. He's got it on deck. You know, Chris has like transferred it from VHS to DVD.
Yeah, she's staying current.
There's like a whole file that he has access to that he can go for his spank bank. He can
oh my god,
all the different versions of Chris.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Ew. No, I couldn't.
He probably even watches Kim's porn. You know, it's a crazy thing. You know, he's watched that too.
He has. And she, okay, wait, we're like so getting off topic how we're bringing them
way
in.
Off.
Sorry guys. This is us. We love talking about everyone. Works. Yeah. We talk about everybody.
Equal opportunity shot us up in here.
Yeah. We're very equal when it comes to aiming shots at talking shit. I like that. Yeah. We're sharpshooters though too.
Pew pew. And with that, guys, it brings us to the end of another episode. So thank you guys so much for joining us for episode 9. Make sure that you guys are following, liking, subscribing on all of our platforms. Make sure you're finding us on Spotify, following us on YouTube. Make sure that you're subscribing, commenting. We want to hear from you guys. What are you thinking about the show? Do you have some black cards that we need to take from you? Is there someone that you guys want to be canceled, or is there someone that you'd like to grant clemency to? Also, find us on socials at _ am I going to get canceled for this? Drop in our DMs. Aliens, if you're listening, maybe a nude. I don't know.
No nudes from the aliens. Thank you.
Thanks so much for listening, guys. We'll be back next week.
Bye.
Bye.